New York police detective was paid money, bribed by a robbing crew to allow them to rob at will. Let's put up the picture full mass. It's a damn shame. According to federal prosecutors, former NYPD detective Saul Arismendy de la Cruz took bribes from a crew of robbers who targeted specifically Asian Americans in exchange for helping them avoid getting arrested for their crimes. The officer turned detective allegedly helped the group's ringleader, along with his four-man crew, evade arrest 2017 to 2022. That's a lot of robbing that can take place from 2017 to 2022. Crew ringleader Dagoberto Soto-Ramirez. His list of aliases include Pedo, Felix, Jacob Guzman. The group he pulled together completed robberies not only in New York, but around the country as well, armed with guns and other weapons. The men stole money. They stole jewelry and other property from their victims, the majority of whom were Asian American small business owners. The crew stalked and even conducted internet searches, compensating tipsters. The indictment alleges this is a sophisticated operation. De la Cruz, who went by nicknames Venom and others, in the theft gang had a $143,000 plus salary in 2022. Why did he have that much? He was a field intelligence officer, okay? A field intelligence officer assigned to the 100 precinct in Queens. That's according to public records. He was, however, suspended without pay that November amid a federal probe over an off-duty shooting he was allegedly involved in. The Post reported at the time, De La Cruz retired, was allowed to retire December 2022. That means he kept his pension intact, getting paid taxpayer dollars. The now former officer and co-defendants, Edwin Luciano, Rodriguez Ganoya, 48, Santiago Maldonado, 43, Diego Gonzalez, 26, were all arraigned before White Plains magistrate judge Judith McCarthy on Thursday. Soto-Ramirez, 41 of the Bronx, was still at large. All 5 men are charged with racketeering conspiracy, face up to 20 years behind bars if convicted. Soto-Ramirez is also charged with assault with a dangerous weapon in aid of racketeering and brandishing a firearm, and he faces up to life in prison if convicted on the top count. In a statement, the lawyer for De La Cruz said his client maintained his innocence. Saul De La Cruz is a highly decorated former detective with the NYPD who served honorably for over 8 years. Voluntarily left the department last December, Attorney Howard Tanner told the Post. Saul maintains his innocence. I look forward to vigorously defending him in this case. I know you do, attorney. You look forward to those billable hours, sir. I definitely get that. Okay, here's the thing. A guy who's obviously corrupt, he ends up getting caught, but he doesn't get caught because he's basically running a robbing crew, aiding and abetting. He gets caught because he's under investigation for something else, being involved in a bad shooting. Federal government investigates him, all this other stuff comes out. As I always say, these isms do not exist by themselves. If a person has a particular corruption dynamic they bring to the job, normally they are corrupt in many other areas. This is an example of that. For this many years, he was able to maintain his status as an intelligence officer while organizing actual robbing crews. He was already paid over $140,000. I say that because it should anger cops. It should anger police officers who are making 40,000, 50, maybe 60 grand a year. This guy is making 140. He lands the big job. He gets the big pay. And he's still out here making every single one of you look even more worse than you look already. You got to say something. These individuals are defining your industry. Sharon, I guarantee you Republicans won't pass a law about this, nor say a word at all. Thoughts?
Well, you're right. Mob boss, gang leader. And I don't think with everything he's charged with, racketeering, blah, blah, he's charged with enough. You said he was targeting Asian people. I don't know why it's not a hate crime too.
That's right.
It's disgusting. And I just think that he should be facing and would be facing a lot more had he not donned a uniform. But I will say he had the credentials for the job he was overpaid for because he knew where the crime was.
Yep.
Knew where the crime was.
That's right. And I just wonder, an operation that many years, he's the only person in the department down with the program?
Yeah.